Hello and welcome back to the second half of our watch along Man City versus Arsenal, and we are seriously hoping that this Easter Sunday brings us a much better game than what we had in the first half, because that was, to put it nicely, dreadful.
Games of football I've seen.
Horrendous. Between two amazing football teams, it was absolutely dreadful. Tin Ribs only saw the last sort of 10 minutes of the first half, and we had to wake him up when the half-time whistle was blown. That's how bad the game actually was.
He had to listen to it on the radio.
Oh, God, I'm surprised he made it here in his car without crashing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I won't lie. The radio made it actually sound far more interesting than it actually was.
Well, I suppose if you think there should have been red cards and orange cards and all sorts in there when there was nothing of the sort.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't Gabby a Bongo.
I suppose that's it, though, isn't it? I mean, could you imagine listening to the radio? You're trying to listen to the radio and they're going, well, that's, yeah.
Oh,
God, I've got my 4-year-old now banging on the window.
Oh, what a turn.
Do you mind going in? Because we're recording again now.
Oh!
Kovacic for the great shot, but he's just wide. Just wide. It was a good effort, though.
I never have. Kovacic, I just don't rate him as a top.
I don't rate him as a top player. It was a good effort, though.
I don't get his play style. I don't get how he's got in Chelsea. I don't get how he's playing for Manchester City. I just don't understand.
Maybe we just haven't watched enough of him. I mean, I'm with you. I don't think he's particularly great, and I certainly wouldn't put him up there with the upper echelons of the top 4 clubs.
No.
But he was at Chelsea when they were at their height. He's at City now, they're at their height, so there's got to be something that we're not seeing. A bit like David Raya, really. He's got to be something I'm not seeing. Apart from all the misplaced passes in the first half. Because there was a lot of them.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean,
reacted a little bit.
I'm not sure how he fell on the floor, because he was pulling him back and he jumped forwards.
It was a diving header, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We'll stick with dive.
You would.
We'll stick with dive.
He's wearing blue.
Dive. It was a dive.
Corrected.
But yeah, we're just stuck to City being 20 yards outside Arsenal's area, passing it and then losing it. Rice has just won it back again, as per usual. Jesus back to Rice. And now Arsenal just passing it amongst themselves at the back. It's very much taken shape of going back to where the first half ended, really. I'm not overly excited at this point, although we are in the 48th minute, so it's not like they've been playing a lot.
Into trouble. He's got out of it.
But he did a better job than Pickford did. There.
Yeah, you didn't see him in the first half.
Yeah, but what I mean is he managed to come out away from his goal and kick it.
This is Raya we're on about, by the way.
Yeah, away from the area without giving it straight back to an attacking player in the midfield. So.
Yeah, I think that's about the second time he's not given it straight to Man City, because he's had a habit of doing that in this game, hasn't he? Are the Arsenal ladies getting on?
Was 0-0. We're probably just.
We were 0-0 into the first half. Second half of extra time.
It is going now, so we are back.
So we're back for the second half of extra time of the Ladies League Cup final between Arsenal and Chelsea in Wolverhampton. Oh, that was superb play by Saka. He was fouled, but because Arsenal are still in, I assume the game's gone on too much to bring the ball back, but Saka's still on the floor. Oh, well, that was one very cool play by Saliba.
Sure. Apparently, again, I don't know which one it was, but they went down to get fouled. The ball carried on, but because Arsenal were going forward, they immediately jumped back up and carried on.
I don't recall that.
I don't know. Again, radio.
I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that didn't happen. I just don't remember it, or I didn't notice it because the commentators on the telly certainly didn't bring it up.
Yeah.
Oh, we've just got the.
We're now double watch along.
With double watch along, we've now got the extra time of the Arsenal women's game as well as the second half of the Arsenal men's game. Although I'm not sure you can call it a game because
Probably got the wrong game on the big screen.
Yeah, games are competitive, and this is not competitive because they're just basically passing it to each other, pretty much. I'm not sure if a foul was given against Jesus then, but I really don't think it was. I think Jesus was offside. I can accept, but I think Jesus was getting his shirt pulled.
Yeah, he was.
So if that was
a nudge, it wasn't a shirt pull. He just bumped him.
If offside, I can accept. I've no problem with that. Go and lie down,
The
please.
referee waved his arm.
Go and lie down, please.
The indicator
Go and lie down, please.
The line.
Go and lie down.
I don't know.
Have you seen that there's going to be big issues for the FA Cup final?
Oh, Saka is in the area. Balls across, and Jesus misses it. It was a decent effort at it, but that was disappointing.
Have you seen that there could be big issues for the
That was a
FA
good
Cup
tackle.
final if the two Manchester
Another good
clubs
tackle.
play each other?
No.
That was not a good tackle.
Apparently, it could cause uproar for the fans because it's scheduled for a 5:30 kickoff or something like that.
Right.
Because
For both the Manchester clubs to try and get back to Manchester at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they can't change the fixture time because there's a rugby match on that cannot change its time.
So basically, the United and City fans are going to be on the same coaches, the same trains, the same motorway at the same time.
City fans will be on the same trains going up. Man United fans will go home round the corner.
They'll probably just walk home, won't
Because we all know they're from London.
But yeah, they've got some rugby final going on at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And obviously they can't change the kickoff time of the FA Cup final because ITV won't be able to show the game to make it convenient for the fans.
Oh, it's a quick throw by Saka. And Havertz handballed it. Brilliant. Oh God, this game is. This is not what I was thinking it was going to be. I'll be honest with you, boys.
No.
I had a very different game in my head.
My prediction kind of told you what kind of game I was expecting.
What did you predict?
3-2.
Yeah, you expected goals.
Oh yeah, you were expecting what we were, a fiery start. City to just come firing out the block.
I'd be surprised if this is any more than a 1-0 game.
I'll be shocked. Right now, I'll be shocked if there's a goal. Unless it's just a massive error by somebody. Raya. But I just can't see a goal come from anywhere.
To be fair,
that was a good touch by Rice, that was. Then he got his foot in on De Bruyne.
A draw only does one.
Yes! Come on, Arsenal have scored in the Women's League Cup final. Get in. Nothing's happened in the City Arsenal game, I'd like to point out.
Yeah.
But Arsenal have just scored in the League Cup final against Chelsea.
With 5 minutes to go.
With 5 minutes to go.
Who scored?
Looks like my favourite.
Who's that, Leah Williams?
Leah, yeah.
Oh, might be tight.
That's borderline offside, isn't it?
Yeah.
They use the VAR, aren't they?
Yep.
So they're going to really screw this up. So once again,
good turn, bad goalkeeping.
Very bad goalkeeping.
Into it, but Championship really needs VAR.
Oh, that's amazing.
I don't think it does. We don't like VAR.
Yeah. Did you watch the Leeds game?
It wasn't Leah Williamson, by the way. It was Russo. 29.
Did you watch the Leeds game?
No.
Okay. We'll go into that.
Yeah, well, we'll go into that
That's what I
in
mean.
the
We'll go into
actual
that
pod.
later.
Mate, there's a lot that I want to go into on the pod, actually. I've got a few notes this week to go into.
But yeah, there was one decision that was absolutely baffling.
I think I know which one you're on about.
Would it involve a free kick
Yeah.
and the byline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're on about.
Yeah.
It was a great call.
It was a great call if the lines were Stevie Wonder. Jesus
dear.
Christ. One of the worst decisions I've ever seen.
Let me just stick that with you while I just go and check your pizza off, Colin.
Yeah.
So, happy that the Arsenal women are winning.
I'll have to make sure that I look at the highlights.
It's not on the highlights, I don't think.
Is it not?
Just like the three disallowed goals by Blackburn aren't on the Ipswich highlights. Because two of them are goals. Which again, VAR would have given.
Holland again at the back of the queue. Can't you run on the goalkeeper's toes? Shoots it in. Lights at the near post. Holland fetches. Well, Smith in search of 4 in a row, a history making 4 in a row.
200.
To attempt to do that, Manchester United. This weekend down here, 2007, United found that in a
I'm guessing I missed absolutely nothing in the few seconds I walked away.
No.
Yeah. This is where Raya does a kick for.
Very possible.
I bet you with VAR though, the championship table would look very different.
Absolutely. After this
I
weekend,
wouldn't like to say how it would.
after this weekend alone, it would look differently. 2 major games, and although Leeds got screwed by a bad decision, we also got away with a bad decision.
Yeah.
But Blackburn got royally screwed over. 3 goals removed, 2 of them legitimate goals. They'd have beat Ipswich.
Yeah. I do get what you say and how you want it, and you want the decisions to be right. I kind of just want the refereeing to be better without VAR.
Yeah, when we talk about the one decision that you haven't seen that me and Stretch have, you will understand why I'm so. Even VAR would not have fucked this up. No, seriously. No one but the moron on the line would have messed this one up. Why is it that when City are getting the ball down, normally I get excited for a goal, but at the moment I'm just like Haaland then inside the box. Absolutely nothing. No.
We said earlier, none of them seem bothered.
Who said the ball?
I'm not sure.
Tell you what, every single time Man City go down, they get a free kick.
It's almost like England Brazil. We'll have to talk about that game.
Is that foul?
I would love to watch England if Southgate goes and they actually play with any sort of passion and.
Can I just say, on the whole rumour mill thing, I really, really, really hope Southgate goes to Man United.
Oh,
It'll be hilarious watching him in the fucking Championship. Because I can't see him doing any good anywhere.
I can't wait. I hope that's the thing. Me.
Right. It'd be hilarious.
De Bruyne. Havertz. Recycled by Foden for Lewis, and now De Bruyne again.
There's just a lot of play.
Mm.
Nowhere. Like in no man's land.
It's almost like they're doing a training exercise of.
That's exactly
we're
what it
doing
is.
pass percentage.
I think you've just got a message and it screwed up your
That's
The
hilarious.
balance.
stand.
Just vibrated itself off the side.
It's him.
Well, that's only just come through.
Yeah, it's a Facebook message.
I said that ages ago. It's more for stretch.
We were talking about him today.
Yeah.
Who's that?
David Rocastle.
It's a little appreciation post, but I know you like him, so yeah. So obviously, because I think today's 23 years on. From,
Yeah. Because it was right at the beginning of this game, but
Yeah.
they had a banner for him and he
Well, he played for both
spoke
of
one.
these.
So
yeah. So obviously,
Played for both of us as well.
yeah. Well, it's a Leeds goal, and it's Leeds official. But obviously, it's a sign of respect. But I thought
Arsenal have won the League Cup.
Go on, Arsenal women. Get in. Do you know who won it last year?
Arsenal women.
They've retained it now. 2 years running.
This calendar year. Home to Wolves, beginning of December, his last appearance at Fulham on New Year's Eve.
What a dull game of football. Keep saying that just for the hope that it just
something happened.
yeah.
It's like poking a dead dog with a stick, going, "Move, please, do something."
Terrible pass from Odegaard. He looks quite good though, Lewis, since he's when he come on.
The difference. Daughtry lifted it for Haaland on the turn.
I mean, how much of has that Man City move ruined Calvin Phillips?
Daughtry. De Bruyne. And Saliba.
It must be frustrating to watch him do poorly. Or do you have that grass isn't always greener on the other side kind of viewpoint?
Yeah, a bit of both. At the end of the day, the grass isn't always green on the other side. But
Here's your free pizza.
he obviously moved for the right reasons. He wanted to win medals. He was offered the medal.
So Campbell.
No.
Oh.
And he's obviously gone there for all the right intentions.
Anyone that's left Tottenham?
No.
Oh.
We'll get on to Harry Kane later. But go on, drown. Drown.
Oh, God, you nearly got me there.
But yeah, he obviously did. There was a lot to do with financial fair play, balancing books. So yeah, I get why he left. I think Man City wasted him.
Yeah,
and by the time he's gone to West Ham, he's a shadow of his former
Isn't he in
self.
trouble today for something?
Yeah, he stuck his finger up at a fan, didn't he? Because a fan shouted some
I
abuse.
just heard he was in trouble.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'd assume it's that.
if it's just a
It was
finger,
something
they
to do
really.
It's something to do with being abusive, so I imagine.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So fans have been,
If he stuck his finger
so
up at
fans were
somebody,
basically abusing him as he got on the coach. He just looked at him, gave him the middle finger through the coach window.
I think you should be allowed
fair
to do
enough.
Thing is, though, right? I know they all say be professional, But if people are just going to give you abuse, what's a cheeky little middle finger back?
Yeah.
Right, we are now in the 65th minute of this thrilling, enthralling game. Kivior is coming off for Tomiyasu, and Jorginho is coming off for Thomas Partey.
2 hours of that passionate game in Cardiff.
Let's hope that Tomiyasu injects a bit of something into this game, because so far there's been nothing.
Yeah. One of the worst games ever.
Would you like some pizza, Tinmouth?
Oh, you'll have a slice. Cheers.
We need more than one slice. Pizza's massive.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Tot,
Yeah, it's just come out of the oven.
grab some chips.
What was he doing?
They'll be edible now.
Watch habits here. Oh, they're not going to show a replay. Was that bad? What is he doing? What an absolute
He's
melt.
going to get booked now
Good. What an absolute
for
melt.
being stupid. Take him off and put Martinelli on, please.
He's literally just ran after a ball that was not needed, then come back and then rolled it on the pitch. What an absolute melon.
Explains why he's got 6 cards this season, though.
Yeah.
He's that petulant. Another reason why I wouldn't mind us selling Jesus in the summer. I don't think he's all that. I'll be honest, I really don't.
No. I understand why Man City let him go.
Do you know, I was so happy when we bought Jesus and Zinchenko.
Really?
I was buzzing. And that all the City fans are like, yeah, we're not bothered. I don't understand why they're not. Now I understand why they're not bothered.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like, there is that thing of someone looks good when you see him once in a blue moon.
It's not even that. When a lot of my Man City experience was match of the day, where you only see highlights.
Yeah.
Highlights being good bits.
Yep.
You don't see the rest of it.
Yeah.
So all the City fans that are going, you want to see the rest of it. I'm like, yeah, it looks great. All you see is Jesus scoring goals because that's all they show on match of the day. They don't show the fluffing and the messing and the peeing about with the ball when you know you're going to get booked. They don't show any of that on match of the day, so you don't experience that. Only the fans that watch them regularly or are actually in the stadium understand that.
Yeah.
Now I understand why Zinchenko and Jesus were not missed by Man City. And honestly, they won't be missed by Arsenal, as long as we replace them well. For me, Zinchenko's already been replaced. Timber, Kivior, I think, has been superb since he's come in, although he's been bang average today. Over the last couple of months, Kivior has been absolutely amazing. And obviously we've got Timber as well. We had Timber in the summer. But we need to replace Jesus, for me, with Watkins.
Can I have my unicorn egg?
That's Mummy. That's what she says.
Can I have my unicorn egg?
That was poor by Arsenal on the edge of the area, just giving it back to City. City have just given it back to Arsenal. Arsenal have just given it back to City. This is what's...
Sunday League football. That's its best.
I think you're being a bit harsh to Sunday League football. Jesus. For 2 potential Premier League champions, this is horrific. This is one of the worst examples of football I've seen in a long time. We went and watched the Northern Premier League the other week as well. Mac versus Stafford Rangers. And that was far better than this.
Yeah, but at least that was entertaining.
Trey was outstanding, I will say that. He was absolutely
It was a good
superb. And then the one guy that I was criticising from start to finish then went and scored a hat-trick the next match. But this game has been poor, and that is lifting it up a few levels. So I can only apologise to all the armchair pundits that we've decided to watch along this one, where we've really not spoken about the game very much because nothing's happening. You're literally missing nothing. I was nervous before this started, thinking that we were going to be put under loads of pressure. And although City have had a lot of the ball, I wouldn't say a lot of that has been pressurised from Arsenal's point of view at all. I don't know about you two.
One of those as a neutral, you look forward to games like this.
Not anymore, you won't.
Can I get 70 minutes of my life back, please?
Awful. Go and lie down, please, doggy.
I wonder if I could sue Sky for it.
I think you would have to. That was a horrendous tackle by Bernardo Silva. Please bring Jesus off. Thank you. Trossard's on the set. It's got to be for Jesus. Although I'm shocked Martinelli's not coming on. But I do like Trossard. And I think he could make something happen. Martinelli's warming up, which is good news. I want him on. If I could, myself, I would take Havertz and Jesus off. And I'd put Trossard and Martinelli on.
But also, of course, ringing in the ears of Jesus, four-time champion with Manchester City, and there are enough who haven't forgotten that. October, Leandro Trossard was withdrawn at half-time. Martinelli replaced him and won the game. Trossard gets the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, let's not forget what happened in the Community Shield, though, eh? Trossard scored the goal in the 96th minute that took us to extra time and penalty. And eventually won us the Community Shield. Doku has just literally fallen over. There was no one even challenging him. He just fell over and lost the ball, bounced off his knee and come back to Arsenal. And then the ball pinballed about a bit from an Arsenal corner. But it was Trossard and Tomiyasu, two of the subs, that have now done more attacking than Arsenal have in the last 20 minutes. And they've done more in the last 3 together. Trossard's only just come on, so he's less than a minute. Crazy.
Yeah, because they know where it's going. All the ball is there. Not being distracted. Now it's sort of people losing the ball.
Corner to Arsenal. Price to take. Everyone again is right behind the back post.
And all Man City players are in front of them.
Another
And it
poor
doesn't even
corner.
get past the first defender.
That's the second time we've said that. It hasn't beat the first man. Come on, Arsenal. Jesus, do something.
Saka, very quiet.
Saka's been non-existent as far as this game's concerned. Goes back to Raya, who hoofs it up. It wasn't even close to an Arsenal player that time. It's not like we challenged for it and lost it. There was nobody anywhere near Gvardiol, and it was straight on his head.
Again,
I
still not closing down.
I don't think either team want to win this game. I think both are playing out a draw. That's what it looks like
I
to
don't
me.
think either team can afford to draw this game because this
This doesn't help either one of us.
Liverpool.
Doesn't help either one of us.
Does either of them play Liverpool? Man City have all played Liverpool. Are you playing Liverpool at all?
We've played them twice.
Liverpool
have got the easiest running.
Liverpool's toughest games are Tottenham and Man United.
Because they're going to be dead hard games, aren't they?
I don't know, Man United
be
seems
fair,
to be a bit of a...
They've not beaten Man United this season.
Yeah.
They've drawn 0-0 in the league, and obviously they did us all a favour and knocked Liverpool out of the FA Cup.
That's true.
So, Man United seem to want to play when it's the big game.
Well, I can accept that.
Go on. I wanted a goal. Get so fucking
Not for
goal.
City. What's wrong with you?
You know what's wrong with me.
He's the only one that's got City winning.
I've got City to win.
It's okay defending by Arsenal at the minute.
I've got City to win. And yeah,
It's not going to be 3-2.
It's not going to be 3-2, but I'll still take 1 point rather than no points.
You might find this week quite interesting on points.
Okay.
All I'm saying at the moment.
Right on the goalkeeper. With a flick it in, right.
That was actually well played by Raya, to be fair.
Yeah.
Although that was out of order. City player just ran past Raya and banged it out of his hands. Oh, Martinelli's getting ready. Thank God.
Is that because are you like the only one to get a point out of the Southampton game?
To prepare.
That point I got in the Southampton game is this week's only point.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out. Yeah.
I was going to say I've just
We've
gone
had
through the scores.
we've had 2 games and we've scored 1 point between 6 of us in 2 games. Insane.
De Bruyne. Yeah, it's good. Thomas Partey now.
City now on the attack, De Bruyne. Sort of a counter attack as well. It's gone to Doku on the other side of the area. Just inside the area. Took a shot, deflected over. Or not, did he just spoon it over?
I think you just spooned it.
Did he spoon it?
Yeah.
Looked like a deflection.
Shifts it inside. So we have to.
No, Emil Heskey'd it. Straight over.
Yeah, watch. Oh!
That was awful. Although, the City fans have been saying Doku's basically another Traore. He's all pace and skill, but he's got no end product.
Yeah.
And that was a prime example. Saka's now coming off for Martinelli.
Don't think that's a bad substitution.
I don't
think he's only
Saka.
coming off because he's limping.
I think he's only limping because he's not been in the game.
To replace the Fire Saka. With about a quarter of an hour to go.
He definitely has not been good today.
Not been on form at all, has he?
Maybe he shouldn't have played today. Maybe he wasn't fit enough.
Who can play on the right, though? Trossard or Martinelli? I wouldn't have either one of them down as a right winger. Raya's just been booked for time wasted. Quite rightly.
I would probably potentially stick even Havertz on the right.
Trossard up front and Martinelli on the left.
Yeah.
I'm not against it. Although it looks like Martinelli's either up front or on the right. Head injury there, it's got to be blown. Saliba's gone down, holding his head and his wavy hairdo. He's up against Haaland. And he headbutted his shoulder after heading the ball out. So yeah, it probably did it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Although it is only because Haaland's about 9 foot, so he's going to head his shoulder anyway.
I would say Haaland doesn't look exactly phased by it, does he?
No. Yeah, Martinelli's on the right then. Oh, that was
Don't shoot.
bad idea by Bernardo Silva to smash it out of play off of Martinelli, but instead played it straight to Martinelli because he controlled it.
That's good play by Odegaard.
Odegaard jumped in to win the ball back on the edge of the area. Martinelli, shot was blocked. Now we've got Trossard on the left hand, so we're doing a lot more attacking now they're on. Declan Rice went to hit it in, and it's flicked off of Akanji, who's not happy because he thinks it then hit Rice on the way out, and Arsenal have got another corner. Try and beat the first man this time, eh? I'd much appreciate you beating the first man because that's been rather frustrating to watch.
But it was good to hear you say typical thing where you go, up until like last week, I think the Middlesbrough Southampton game is going to be a draw. And then he changed his mind.
I know, yeah. That was the irony of that one.
Nice one score. Grealish clear.
I just thought at some point Southampton have got to change that. Yeah, they've got to pull it out. But how many times have I done that where I've changed my mind, had the right score, and then changed my mind?
Yeah.
The thing is, as well, is we're going to let you change your mind. We're not going to remind you.
Oh, no, that. You know what they say? Never interrupt your opponent while they're making a mistake.
Sometimes I look at it and we predict that earlier in the week that sometimes I just want to change my mind.
Yeah.
And I go...
Who was it we had where...
Havertz needs to look at Havertz. They should
like
be booked
once
for that.
I saw the England side, there was no way England were going to win against Brazil.
No.
And I wouldn't. And obviously, I went England win. But as soon as all the players started dropping out and stuff, I thought England ain't going to win this.
Yeah,
Brazil
that's
win.
it. Yeah. We've had it before where all of a sudden you get like a couple of injuries and you just go, yeah, my prediction ain't working today. And the England one this week was perfect because I said it was going to be a draw, thinking we'd put out a decent side.
Yeah, I thought we'd win because I thought, potentially Harry Kane might be playing, Saka might be playing, and then it obviously all changes, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
City have just had a cross in. Doku got on the back post and they just sort of fluffed it wide, really. There wasn't a lot in it. Good play by Grealish on the wing, though, to get the ball over.
Next weekend, Arsenal go down to the South Coast to take on Brighton Saturday night football from 5 o'clock. On Sunday, we have Manchester.
Well, I think we're working out Arsenal-Brighton next week, then. Or should I say Brighton v Arsenal, with it being at Brighton.
I've got to say, Welbeck scored a good goal.
It was a good goal today, actually. Trossard with a long hoof forward, straight to the keeper. As has been pretty regular during this game.
Working tomorrow?
Yes. 1 a.m.
Oh, get some sleep.
That was awful by Tomiyasu then.
I don't know. Depends what his options were.
You kick it out for a throw-in. Not a corner. Awful.
Weekend of late dramatic goals in the Premier League. Who dares win it? It's like they're throwing it down by Cardiel. That's Haaland.
How did Haaland not score? The corner came in. It was headed by City in the middle.
Quite sure.
I think it was a Kanji, wasn't it? That got his head. No, Gvardiol got his head to the ball. And it comes to Haaland, who just had to put his foot through at the back post.
I want to see another angle. This angle's going to be better to see.
And he just missed it. It's an air shot. I think he went to he half went to shoot and half went to control it. And in the end, he just stepped over the ball.
I think he was sort of in two minds of whether to go back across or have a go.
Yeah.
And in that whole indecision thing, he sort of just...
It did nothing.
Yeah.
Literally did nothing.
Perhaps he had too much time to think how to hit it.
Ethan, can you run back too much?
He has a lot of time to think about his hairdo, so when he has a lot of time to think, he clearly makes mistakes.
I don't think he's been as good this season.
He was injured partway through, though, wasn't he?
But since coming back from injuries, I mean, he's obviously scored a few, but doesn't seem as prolific.
He's not what he was. Arsenal in the 85th minute have now finally got a little bit of possession. And Tomiyasu completely messed up again. He's not done well since he's come on, He had one good thing where he went forward and crossed it in, but he's been pretty poor since then, actually.
What I'm going to say is right now I'm thinking trying to lobotomise myself with a spoon is more entertaining than this.
It's not been good, is it? Not been good at all. Well, even that by City, it's just the passing's poor. All right, City are now on the break. Let's see what happens. Guardiola's got it. Didn't bother trying to pass it. Martinelli closed him down. He's then just passed it straight to Trossard. And now Arsenal got it back. And it just seems to be the theme of the game. Right, now Arsenal got it. They're going forward. Martin Odegaard, that was a great ball. All you've got to do is slide it over to Martinelli there.
He's offside at the moment.
All he had to do was slide it over to Martinelli, and he just hung on to it. Decision making in this game has been dreadful by everybody. I can't even pick out players that have been bad. Decision making has been bad by every single player on the pitch.
You know, the only reason you can't pick out any players who have been bad is because they've just all been bad.
Every one of them. Been dreadful.
You know what the most difficult thing about this game is?
Watching it.
The guy on commentary that has got to name man of the match.
Oh, can you imagine? Can it just be the ref, even though he's not been great?
Someone said, come on. It wasn't a foul, sorry.
No, I agree. That's twice he's dived. He dived earlier on up there. Up City's area. I agree that she's got it on the edge of the area. And they've gone back to just passing it around 20 yards outside.
Well, the entire Arsenal team is kind of sat in front of them.
And that's all they've done. Daisy, don't do that, darling.
You know who right now man of the match would be Rico Lewis.
Is that because he's the only one on the pitch that hasn't put a foot wrong? He's not actually made any mistakes.
For a comment saying we're okay with him coming on, he's not that.
Yeah, he's
kind of played him down a bit.
He's the only one that's not made any mistakes.
I was going to say someone was going to get done here.
Come on. Go.
But is it going to be the keeper situation?
Nah. So those two were just literally pushing each other around. So all of it, they're all pushing each other and they just...
But he's going to...
Well, that's a head injury. He headed straight into Haaland's face then. That looked bad. Oh, not into his face. He's holding his head, luckily. That did look pretty bad, actually.
I was going to say, if it was his face, that'd be...
broken teeth, at least. Because he sort of, as the ball come over, Saliba jumped up and headed it. And his head was right behind. I'm surprised it was his head and not his face. Shocked.
Oh, we get to see this again.
So he's onside.
He's on.
What a lovely...
But why did he not...
Now. You're too late.
Just sling it across. He held it, and I don't understand why. And then it's straight at the keeper. I like Trossard, but that decision making then was dreadful.
Easy.
Double day, Pepper.
I think Arteta's like, why not across?
That's what we were all saying. Play it across.
Every man and his dog was saying, put it across.
Me.
Can you just go and sit with Mommy for a bit, please? Can you just go and sit with Mommy? Oh, you big
I want to record today with you. No. So what do you do at recording?
It just records us watching the football, sorry.
I want to record watching football as well.
As there's only 2 minutes. We're still down for the Haaland injury, just in case anyone's wondering why we're not saying anything.
Yeah, it's...
It doesn't look good for Haaland, I'll be honest.
I think he'll be coming off now.
I 100% think he'll be coming off.
Is it almost dead?
He's not almost dead, no. I think he's just got a sore head.
Here we go.
It's not yet.
Goes up.
Ooh, yeah.
When is it?
Got another 2 or 3 minutes yet.
2 or 3 minutes.
He's lucky it was his head, not his face, though, because that would have hurt.
He'll come back on.
Yeah, he's coming back on, it looks like.
Coming back on what?
Coming back on the pitch.
Right, it's going to kick it, and it's going to go to
Pepper macaroni.
City player.
City player.
Pepper hasheroni. Pepper macaroni. Pepperoni, pepper macaroni. Chicken wing, chicken.
Good touch, bad touch.
Macaroni.
Martinelli nearly controlled it well then. Although I will say that Raya's probably the only keeper in the world that's got a single digit pass percentage completed.
Yeah. Can I get my phone? Then come back on your knee. Daddy.
No, just take
Daddy. Daddy. Can I get my phone and sit back?
We've got a
You
mic.
can go and sit with your mum, please.
Conversation's there,
Yeah.
and you've got some noise here.
Yeah.
Move the mic
Can we,
towards the conversation.
darling? Can you?
That's what I was getting
Daisy,
at.
come away, please.
Very difficult.
He's recording. He's recording. Dog's getting in the way, isn't he? I've got the dog because he's trying to go down the
Doku's through, and the last bit was rubbish again. He just hit it straight at the Arsenal defender.
He's going on the floor. No, don't.
He was pulling his shirt, so it could potentially have been a penalty.
Where's he going? Let's go jumping. Yes, I will.
I mean, I like Gabriel sticking up for himself, but he was pulling his shirt.
Yeah.
So Holland has got a point. It would have been a soft pen, but he was pulling his shirt. And again, City make absolutely nothing of the corners. Just nothing.
His long balls has improved. He's at 39% now.
Well, I say to be fair.
39%.
No, to be fair, his long balls have been okay. It's just
The rest
when
of
you
this
put a
game.
ball down like that.
And he's just booted it straight out of play.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was literally just defending him, and that happens.
oh my God.
There we go. Saliba.
Right, so we've got Jules won, his first, possession won, successful passes, successful tackles. He's first on all of them, so I suppose he was
What
the
is he
only
doing?
logical choice.
To be fair, I don't
I'd
think
book him
we've
for
seen
that.
him do anything wrong.
I'm sorry, I'd book White for that. Did you see that?
Horrendous.
What is he playing at?
Just messing about.
What's he trying? Trying to get Jack Grealish sent off?
So we're now into the 93rd minute, 92 and a half we're on. And City are really pushing now, actually, to be fair to him.
Score, is it?
They're
No,
really
he's-
pushing. Haaland doesn't look as though he's capable of getting a goal right now.
Rice only had to make one save.
No, but what I mean is that header there. It looked like he was aiming for the corner flag. It's almost like they've said, don't bother scoring.
We've been awarded 5 minutes extra.
Yeah, there'll be more than that.
I imagine there'll be more than that.
Well, we were pretty much on injury time. I think they'd already announced the 5 minutes when Haaland went down.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's just, I mean, it's quite feisty in the middle, but it's just nothing happening.
I mean, even the commentators aren't really saying a lot.
You know what? I'm going to
Yeah.
I'm going to say one thing I'm going to hate saying, but at least Liverpool go for it.
It's
If
true.
Liverpool win the
It's true.
league,
It's
at
true.
least they went for it. Whereas
Yeah.
these two,
I think these two are that afraid of losing at the moment.
thing is though, it doesn't matter if you're afraid to lose. You've got to win.
Yeah, I think both of these teams both need to win because I don't think this result does
You
either
should
of
be
them any
going
good.
for it. You can't not lose when you have to win. There you go. That's the
You can't be doing flicks like that with Trossard's
No,
system when you're not winning.
Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne. The very end, Grealish.
Again, poor play by City on the edge. Great play till we get to the edge of the area. Then poor. Declan Rice for me has been really good today. He looks like he's about three weeks offside.
Yeah. There'll be a goal kick.
Unless he could get his foot through his own heart, yeah.
But he looked like he was 3 weeks offside. Still got caught by Guardiola and made nothing of it. So it's just
Last chance.
a massive game of nothingness. We're now 94 minutes and 50 seconds. City are on the attack. I imagine this will be the last attack and then the whistle will be blown. No. Oh yeah, at the back on the attack, Odegaard stole the ball off him, but it went straight back to City. And then there's just been chipped straight into Rye's hands. He's then fallen on the ball rather than just chucking the ball out, although the whistle was blown straight away. 0-0, boring game, crap result for both teams. Neither one tried. It was a bit like a training session where nobody really give a shit. And that is a horrific result for both of us. And we've just handed control over to Liverpool, who have no difficult games left between now and the end of the season.
They will literally be loving that result there.
100%. Dreadful day. Peace.